Hi, welcome to the People Pleaser Support Group. If this is your first time here, my name is Tina Rose, and I have been guided to come on daily to share my story, and in a lot of cases, share them real time, which is what I'm going to do today, about how I am learning to choose new ways of being and not hold on to the old thought patterns that I lived in before and that I was trained to live, trained to do from my upbringing as a child in a household where I wasn't nurtured. And this is about my healing journey. And this is what we do here in the People Pleaser Support Group. It is my goal and my desire, my mission to show up here daily and hold space for other people's healing journey so that their lived experience is honored and their recovery is encouraged. What I want to talk about today, or what I feel like I need, if I'm doing this thing in real time, a realization that I just made minutes ago. And I was upset about it, frustrated. Frustrated is the main thing. And it was about I was giving my energy away. So let me backtrack and give you all the signs and synchronicities, as I always promote, that spirit is always here guiding us. And this is, in many ways they are guiding us. And yesterday, we discovered a water leak in my house, in my home, in the second bathroom. I had filled the tub with water so that we'd have water should the power go out and we could still, flush the toilet. So that was the first time that the tub had ever been filled with water, and it just sat there for a couple of days. And apparently they're coming to work on it this morning, but apparently there was maybe some pipes are loose around the drain in the bathtub. So I said, okay, this is the second time it's happened, not in the same place. I had another leak early on, about a year ago when we first moved in. And it was from the main water supply up near the washing machine. But anyway, so, I thought, okay, here we go again, but it'll be all right. Everything will get fixed and repaired, and they'll do it. My place is still, under warranty, still inside the first year of being here. So then this morning I woke up early, 3:30, and I had a dream. And it was, abstract as usual, but it was like there were multiple people taking things that didn't belong to them. And I was there watching it, like in a way trying to convince them to make the right choice. These things don't belong to you. And this is your opportunity to make the right choice, not to take them. Anyway, so this morning, I don't know, I did an hour's meditation and just did a lot of affirmations and whatnot. And I thought I was feeling pretty good, but then there was this underlying like current of agitation. Like I didn't have as much patience that my natural self would have. But it wasn't like, I had a big blow up or bit anybody's head off. I just felt it, the undercurrent. So I just started asking, what is this all about? Am I leaking my energy again because of the water leak? And when I sit down and started asking Spirit to show me what I need to see. And what I got was from the dream, it helped me see that no one was stealing from me, or no one was stealing, that I was allowing it. I was giving myself away. That was the metaphor that was trying to show me, or that was the situation that the metaphor was trying to show me. And then I asked the question, well, is the tub leaking showing me that I am leaking my energy? And I got a huge yes, the exclamation mark. And in that moment, I just frustration, because it's so hard. We grow up and our thoughts about, what's okay and how we need to respond are so distorted. And I was leaking my energy yesterday when I was talking to the guy that handles the punch list, and I was telling him about the water leak. And I told him all about the water leak. He said, okay, we're going to, contact the plumber and get them out there to look at it. And then he said, just courtesy conversation like humans do. He said, well, so how are you liking your house beyond that overall? And, I was saying the general stuff. And the truth is, I love it. I love my new home, and for many reasons. But under that, I was feeling like, but we've got to figure out it. I was feeling that this is the second water leak. The first one was because the connector piece that connects the two pipes was loose. And that just to me seems like it would be something that would be an easy way to be more precise, to make sure those things like that didn't happen. So here it was happening again in a different part of the plumbing. And that's what I was feeling underneath. But I didn't say it. I had this, back and forth in my head mentally that, okay, he's just, being friendly and trying to make the conversation, more personable. And I felt like if I said something in that moment, that it would come across as nagging, and negative, you know, like I wouldn't be a mature person because I was nagging and being negative about something that I knew was that I should know would be okay and they would get fixed. But yeah, so all of that, and it is just so up and down. And part of my frustration was before all of this happened this morning. Yesterday, through some other back and forth with Spirit, I was guided that, like, for my daughter is here, and I was guided that I needed to stop feeling like I needed to be right. And I haven't felt like that was the reason. The reason I stay engaged with her a lot of the times is because I feel like I need to be consistent in my boundaries, right? And they were saying that when someone over and over is just trying to, start an argument or being just trying to start something, which I have felt before that that's what my daughter does. And I have stepped back from it. And I don't know, just the whole dynamic of that, where I feel like, okay, I can't just not engage. If she's doing this, I need to stand in my boundaries, so I'll say whatever I feel like in that moment I need to say. So do you see what I'm saying? It's like the old phrase says, damn it if I do, damn it if I don't. I don't know always. I thought I was standing in my boundaries, yet this is a situation where I need to not engage and don't, they're saying don't feel like I need to be right. And I get the point. I don't feel like I was going in my mind, okay, I need to be right about this. I needed to be assertive and making sure that I didn't leak my energy. Um, and I needed, I would leak my energy if I didn't stand in my boundaries. And so I was frustrated this morning after that. And then this morning I was leaking my energy talking to the builder, you know, yeah. And then I thought, well, I need to talk about this real time. And then I didn't want to feel like I was getting up here and being negative, because I know it's going to be okay. The water leak and the floor work was wet for a while, about 24 hours before I figured it out. I know it's going to be all okay. I don't know. It's just a very fine line. But I'm still determined. I got it out. I got my frustration out. I looked at it. I have reason. I have reason to be frustrated. I've come a long way, but I don't want to get up here and just talk about, this is a learning experience. This is a challenge. This is hard, but this is what I say. I'm walking the talk right now. I'm doing my best to, because I say that every challenge is an opportunity, and this is as well. This is a challenge for me, but it is in truth an opportunity for me to grow and expand, for me to learn even more specifically about what to say, what not to say, when to talk, when not to talk, when to act, when to respond, when not to act and respond. But it is frustrating. So I am here to vouch for that. And it will be. It has been many times. Very much today. Um, and I know my heart's calling is to get up here and be authentic about what is going on in my life, and how, as humans, things are difficult, yet everything is here for us in a crazy kind of way. This is what we want. I don't want to live as a people pleaser anymore. So, in the end, I am going to be grateful for this difficult experience, for this frustrating experience of finding out that I leak my energy and that I'm choosing to speak when I didn't need to speak and engage. But it's all a learning curve, right? the beautiful world of Earth School, the never-ending curriculum of this thing called our life, our lives, our life experience, our healing journey. Well, I guess this is it. I'm going to stop it here. And I'm not going to bring through an energy transmission. I'm not in the right place right now. I'm still recovering from this real time experience. And I'm going to continue to get quiet in it and kind of lay in it and just sit with it and let it sink in. That in the end, I'm happy to know that and I kind of felt it yesterday when I was talking to the builder. I did, I kind of felt it. But I still chose to keep the conversation light. And it would have been fine. I put my foot down with them before. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure why I didn't do it this time. And that's what I want to sit with and get my heart around it, contemplate it. I feel like I'm dragging on. We love you. Blessed be. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. See you then.